Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, the death of Deputy Sheriff Darren Goforth was a tragedy. But the remarks by Houston County Sheriff Ron Hickman blaming the Black Lives Movement for Deputy Goforth's death were a travesty. They did both his department and Deputy Goforth a disservice. Blaming the Black Lives Matter movement was completely out of line. The alleged killer, 30-year-old Shannon Miles, had nothing to do with the Black Lives movement. He had no connection, and he had a long, troubled history that included a capital murder case that, for some reason or another, was never tried. Such shameless politicking in the wake of this tragedy is a disgrace and calls into question Sheriff Hickman's fitness to remain in the office that he currently occupies. And there have been several other conservatives, voices on the right, that have joined in. And this is not new. In New York City, the head of the police union unfairly blamed the mayor. New York City mayor said he had blood on his hands when 2 New York officers were gunned down. This is, like I said, it's an old story. The police want to shut down all criticism, no matter how egregious their behavior is. And if they can exploit the deaths of one of their brother officers, they're certainly willing to do that, no matter how disgraceful that is. And yes, the deaths of police officers are tragic, but the deaths of unarmed and innocent civilians at the hands of the police are just as tragic. And the fact that they are often followed up by attempted cover-ups in which many officers participate is also tragic. And these things must change. And trying to avoid changes by exploiting the deaths of other officers is not going to prevent the criticism from happening. That only illustrates how deeply embedded the problems are in our law enforcement departments. Black Lives Matter has never advocated violence. What they have advocated is for the police to be less violent towards citizens. Thanks for listening.